please confirm that you have received the textbook. You will acquire many skills during your academic studies. Graduates from this course typically pursue careers in the financial sector. The results of the study underscore the importance of the discoveries from early detection. Blue whales are the largest animals that have ever lived. The celebrated theory is still the source of great controversy.
A massive accumulation of data was converted into a communicable argument.
The educational level is found to be related to social and economic background.
Organization plays an important role in academic literature.
All dissertations must be accompanied by a submission form.
All of the assignments must be submitted in person to the faculty office.
Technology has changed the media we both used and studied. Our view is that all the educational reforms have been inadequately implemented.
And in that regard, as well as in other regards, it stands as an important contribution. Before attending the lecture, you must register online or by post.
Certain scientific principles must be learned verbally or by logical deduction.
Climate change is a fierce phenomenon acknowledged by scientists.
Climate change is now an acceptable phenomenon among a group of reputable scientists. Collaboration between departments is a feature of successful companies.
Students are required to have an undergraduate degree in biology to be enrolled in this course.
Consumer confidence has a direct influence on sales. Daily practice can build confidence and improve skills.
Classical mechanics is sometimes considered as a branch of applied mathematics.
The economic strength of the early Roman Republic will be examined.
Education and training provide important skills for the labor force.
A good research assistant is not afraid to ask questions.
Experts are now able to forecast weather over much longer periods.
Geography is generally divided into two main branches, human and physical.
This course mainly introduces statistics and data analysis.
He landed a job in a very prestigious law firm.
I thought we would meet in the small meeting room. If finance is a cause of concern, scholarships may be available.
The new research has produced some other unexpected results.
If you need additional help, please visit the University Resources Center. Important details from the argument are missing in the summary. In this language course, we focus on fluency and accuracy.
It may not be possible to solve the problem easily.
Lectures are the oldest and the most formal teaching method at universities.
His appointment as Minister of Culture was seen as a demotion.
The Commission of Funds supported by the authorities has raised an argument.
Many birds migrate to warmer areas for the winter.
The financial market reacts wildly to political uncertainty.
Most scientists believe that climate change threatens lives on the Earth.
To gain access to the facilities, student cards must be shown.
Mutually exclusive events can be described as either complementary or opposite.
Novelists write about the best things that they know.
Nurses can specialize in clinical work or management.
One of the election promises is to decrease the income tax.
Organizational failure is considered from various perspectives in academic literature.
Our professor is hosting the Business Development Conference.
Packaging is very important to attract intended buyers. Packaging is very important to attract the attention of buyers.
Parents are financially responsible for their children right up until they reach adulthood.
Parents talk to children tends to be simplified. Peer group pressure has a significant effect on young people.
Please remember to bring a highlighter and your textbook to class next Thursday. Public perception about biotechnology is crucial for developing scientific consensus.
Radio is one of the most popular forms of entertainment throughout the world.
Read the student safety instructions before using any equipment in the workshops. Remember to sign the attendance register before leaving the lecture hall.
Remember, the prestigious election of stewardship has strict eligibility criteria.
Safety glasses should be worn while doing experiments in the lab.
The supposed benefits of space exploration are frequently questioned.
Scientists learn through the observations and the analyses of human behavior.
Sea levels are expected to rise during the next century.
Some departments have their own specialist book collections.
Some economists argue that the entire financial system is fatally flawed. Statistical results should be expressed in different ways depending on the circumstances. Students are advised to use multiple methods for this project. Students are encouraged to monitor their own attendance.
Students have the option to live in college residences or apartments.
Students should have awareness of how the business develops globally.
The students were instructed to submit their assignments by Friday.
Students who are successful have a good strategy for learning. That brief outline takes us to the beginning of the 20th century.
Our aim is to reduce the risks that people take.
The application process may take longer than expected.
The archaeologists' new discoveries stand out in the previously overlooked foundations. The article considers the leisure habits of teenagers in rural areas.
The business policy seminar includes an internship with a local firm.
The cafeteria features sandwiches, salads, soup, fish, and chicken. The chemistry building is located near the entrance of the campus. The course helps students to improve their pronunciation skills.
The dance department stages elaborate performances each semester.
The dining hall will undergo renovations during the fall break. The director of the gallery was grateful for the anonymous donation. The equality has not yet been achieved in this society. The faculty staff are very approachable, helpful, and extremely friendly. The history of the movement was recorded by several writers.
An introduction is an essential element of a presentation.
The island is located at the south end of the bay. The key difference between courses is the kind of assessment. The lecture will cover the reason of climate change.
The marketing budget has doubled since the beginning of the year.
The most important details in this argument are missing. The most popular courses still have a few places left.
Extension requirements for the assignment must be submitted before the deadline.
There will
on
be
Monday
open
the
book
28th.
The professor took a year off to work on her book. The rising temperature is changing the wildlife population.
The summer school program allows some students to accelerate their studies.
Many researchers have studied stress in academic study.
The vocabulary that is peculiar to a specific field is called jargon.
The ways in which people communicate are constantly changing. There are some doubts about whether these events actually occurred. There is a clear need for further research in this field.
The transformation of media has changed the way information is both used and studied.
Art is an expression of creative skills and imagination.
This course is integrated because it has several parts.
Those who are considering a career in marketing should attend the talk.
The elective course introduces engineering students to construction practices and concepts.
Water filters on campus will discourage the unnecessary use of plastic bottles.
We have not yet achieved equality in our society.
We have sufficient methods to study brain activity.
We study science to understand and appreciate the world around us.
When launching a product, investigating and marketing are very crucial.
Enrolling in a second major will increase your career options. Distance learning allows you to develop a career around your commitments.
Every student has a regular meeting with his or her personal tutor. Mature students usually adapt to university life extremely well. More research is needed before any definitive conclusion is drawn.
Peer review is an essential part of the scientific method.
Research shows that exercising makes us feel better. Strangely, people are simultaneously impressed by and skeptical of statistics.
The student advisor was aware that the lecture today had been cancelled.
The cooperator operates a continuous assessment. Time and distance are used to calculate speed.
There have been many changes recently in the mathematics department.
A group meeting will be held tomorrow in the library conference room.
The reception staff can give advice on renting private accommodation.
The opening hours of the library are reduced during summer.
A laptop computer has been found in the biology lab.
Human beings compete with other living things for resources and space. Major sports on campus include rugby, soccer, and tennis.
Listening is the key skill needed to succeed in this course.
Resources and materials are on hold at the library reference desk.
We can all meet at my office after the lecture.
Safety is most important in the biology lab.
Food has become a political issue in the world today. Banks charge interest on the money they lend to customers. The student shop sells a range of stationery.
A series of observations was carried out in the classroom.
Being bilingual does not necessarily mean having the ability to analyze languages.
Gravity makes objects attracted to one another.
I thought it was through the small meeting room.
Nowadays, accounting is far more important for businesses than ever before.
Criminal charges will be brought against all of the men.
Being a vegan means not consuming any animal products.
Sugar is a compound including carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen atoms.
International exchange formed an important part of our study programs.
The lectures today were carried out in the field of global warming.
Castles were designed to intimidate both local people and enemies.
Plants are able to continue growing throughout their lives. Artists need to make their works both original and accessible.
We cannot consider an increase in our price at this stage.
We can have a lecture on the morning of Thursday. This class will look at the structure of the essay.
Our study program equips students with essential skills for university.
The archaeologists were astonished by the unexpected previously overlooked foundations.
The year when the ship of artifacts was wrecked interested historians.
Many universities' lectures can now be reviewed on the Internet.
Air pollution is a serious problem all over the world.
Marine environments have been destroyed through pollution and unsustainable development.
We should never underestimate the power of creative design.
New media have transcended traditional national boundaries. While some people regard it as reforming zeal, others regard it as recklessness.
The rising of the sea level indicates climate change.
At university, students can make friends for life.
Academic libraries across the world are steadily incorporating social media.
Designers need to keep up with social trends. The course involves a combination of pure and applied mathematics.
Farming methods across the world have greatly developed recently.
Honey can be used as food and a health product.
Much of the research is carried out in the laboratory.
Speak to your tutor if you need further assistance.
The printers automatically print 2 sides of each page.
Your ideas have been discussed and debated in seminars and tutorials.
All medical students must clean their hands before entering the room.
The coffee machine located on the 3rd floor is not working today.
Make sure you have saved all the files before turning off the computer.
The library will be closed for staff training tomorrow morning.
Salt is produced from the seawater or extracted from the ground.
Photography can be really useful in geographical research.
The North Campus car park could be closed on Sunday.
Most of the lectures begin promptly, so do not be late.
Momentum is defined as the combination of mass and velocity.
Students should leave their bags on the tables by the door.
Late applications are not accepted under any circumstances.
Social media is criticized for causing internet addiction.
The area has a number of underwater habitats and species. The university has invested in a new technology designed for learning.
A visit to the designed museum is of great value. Relying on natural ability will not get you far in science.
The department works closely with its partners in the business community. The digital camera has some advantages over traditional film.
The library downtown will be closed.
Auditions for the university choir will be held next week.
A good abstract highlights the key points of your paper.
Please return the textbooks to the correct bookshelves in the library.
You will be tested via continuous assessment and examinations.
The Commissioner will apportion the funds among all the sovereignties.
Art and design is a competitive field to work in. Linguistics is the scientific study and analysis of language.
It is argued that students can learn more by collaboration than as individuals.
An effective business manager is always open to new ideas. Calculators allow us to add numbers without making mistakes.
Measures must be taken to prevent the unemployment rate from increasing.
The universities provide excellent leisure facilities for students and staff. A new collection of articles has just been published.
Students will develop confidence in their ability to think critically.
Experts from the financial department will give the guests a lecture.
Urban planning emphasizes the efficiency and expansion of the community.
These three separate resources are not enough for this assessment.
When the root system of a plant fails, foliage suffers.
It is interesting to observe the development of the language skills of toddlers. Nutrition plays a key role in athletic performance. Many university lectures can now be viewed on the Internet.
That means they have a number of structural overlaps.
The lecture will take place in the main hall.
It is an integrated course with several main elements.
The shipwreck of this year ruined some artifacts which were interested by historians.
The university library holds a number of collections of geological maps. It is clear that the human population impacts the environment.
Rising inflation leads to increasing goods prices and decreasing demand for products.
Rising sea temperature is a sign of climate change. The economic predictions turned out to be incorrect. Mechanical engineering first became prominent during the Industrial Revolution.
At that time, few people moved from the town to the village.
Medical researchers have focused on the causes of diseases and treatment.
Coastal communities are particularly vulnerable to rising sea levels. At that time, few people moved from towns to villages. Plants are the living things that can grow on land or in water. The university's main library will be open till midnight next Saturday.
All new medical school students must attend the talk about optional courses.
New media journalism is an exciting area of study.
The tutorial timetable can be found on the course website.
Scientists were unsure when early man left Africa.
The library has a number of collections of historical and social statistical publications. All industries consist of systems of inputs, processes, outputs, and feedback. Assignments should be submitted to the department office before the deadline. Calculators may not be used in the examination. Please turn off the light to save energy.
The rising inflation rate indicates a decrease in demand for consumer products.
Please move us to the meeting room for the next hour. The students will meet their new teachers after the summer vacation.
Food containing ample calories provides little or no nutritional value. Please close the door behind you when you leave the room.
There is an accounting assignment for finance students. Students are advised that all the lectures today have been canceled.
A world-renowned expert on financial management will give a guest lecture.
You will study 2 core and 3 optional modules. You do not need to have specialist knowledge to enjoy this book. Many food crops require a large amount of water and fertilizer.
Scientists were unsure when early man first left Africa.
Students and staff will automatically become members of their library.
People have been dependent on using phones in their everyday lives.
New materials and techniques are changing the style of modern architecture. Meteorology is the detailed study of the Earth's atmosphere.
The study center in the library has all the latest technologies. There is a widely believed perception that engineering is for boys.
The art course has been canceled due to the new policy. The subject is complex and difficult to explain.
She is an expert in 18th century French literature.
Please note that the seminar has now been canceled.
His analytical study appears to be based on a false premise.
A good academic paper should present a clear argument. It is necessary to attend the laboratory introduction. There is a great deal of debate on this topic. The program helps students develop a better understanding of geography.
We must hand in our assignment by the end of the semester.
We encourage students to complete their applications before the deadline. It is a debate about the value of knowledge. Optional tutorials are offered in the final week of a term.
Social psychology is concerned with the understanding of human behavior. The news will not be received until the following week. A new article was published regarding the university last week. Gravity is the force that attracts two bodies toward one another.